And I spoke to somebody recently, and they asked me, do you remember that night? And I go, I wasn't there. I wasn't there. I heard about it both times that she went off. I was at a party somewhere else uptown. Both times was downtown. Because Mike Denny lived downtown, and we're a downtown family. But I can't imagine.
Well, this girl who Kavanaugh and his buddies they'd all tagged in their yearbook. There was what was her name?
Prater alumni. It was a first name. Let me check it.
Prate. Was it? Anyway, it rhymed with 8 because they had a little rhyme about if you can't get a date, it's never too late. Call up Prate. Was it Prate?
Something like that. Let me look.
And so they all had in their yearbook. It was something like 15 guys that all had her name in their yearbook quotes as like a conquest.
Renate. R-E-N-A-T.
Renate. And here's this woman. What is she, in her 50s? How old is Kavanaugh? 50-something?
Yeah.
She's in her 50s. She's living in suburban Connecticut. She's got 2.5 kids, a Volvo. And all of a sudden, this is coming out in the national papers that she was the woman to conquer in high school 30 years before.
She was one of the women who supported him, not Joey Kavanaugh.
Yeah,
and would like sign the letter like, oh, he always treated me with respect.
Yeah, right.
And then the yearbook comes out.
Yeah.
Greg, you have older kids. Do you feel like can you blame porn how crazy it's gotten? Like that kids know more stuff now, or did you guys know just as much when you were growing up?
Oh shit! I didn't know shit.
I knew just as much.
Oh, I didn't know shit. I had a couple magazines, and I remember the first time I saw a porn movie. I was at my buddy, my Colombian buddy, David Aranguren. Him and his brother Hector. They lived above a bodega on Cortlandt Street in New York. New York had projects. Or Tarrytown, where I grew up, had projects downtown because we had a GM plant, and there was a big Cuban, Colombian, black neighborhood downtown, and he lived in the middle of it. It was actually really it was dangerous. We used to get robbed all the time. And so we're sitting in his apartment, and Hector comes in, and me and David are maybe 13, 12, probably more like 12. And Hector's like, he's already like 18, and he's already done some time for cocaine, bringing cocaine in from Miami. And so he shows us a porno movie on a reel-to-reel.
That's what the original.
Yeah.
Know what year was this?
81.
Yeah, reel-to-reel.
And so we're sitting there watching it, and I got a chubby, and he starts laughing. He starts grabbing it. He's grabbing my dick. Jesus. And I'm watching these two women go down on each other with the muffs, more hair than fucking you have, Joey, on your head.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Going at it. And noise, but you jazz band, some good funk. Not that shitty. Back in the 70s, late 70s, 80s.
They had Rufus and shit.
Yeah.
To play the guitar.
Right. And he kept grabbing my dick, and I was like, I didn't think it was gay or weird or anything like that. It was one of those, like, you ever have an experience that just sort of gets bottled up in your brain and you don't open that bottle again for like 20 or 30 years, and then you open it up and you go, oh, that was fucked up. That was wrong what he was doing. He showed me that porn for a reason.
Now let me ask you this. Would you, if he was running for governor today, would you call up Raymond fucking Farrow and say, guess what? One day he showed me a porn and he touched my dick when my dick got hard.
No, because I didn't feel victimized by it, and it didn't scar me. There was no trauma.
Did you look at it as a joke? Like, I got pulled over. I got in the guy's car one day, and he went to touch. He asked me if I liked basketball. I had the basketball between my legs.
Yeah.
And he hit the ball, and he grabbed my dick.
Yeah.
And at the next light, the fucking door opened by itself. God had just showed me like what I had gotten myself into. Now he was going to get me out of it, but don't ever do it again. And I ran away, and I got the guy's license plate number. And the next day I told a few of my friends that if we saw that license plate, we were going to fuck him up.
Yeah.
But
that's the point. You had the power to do that. Even though in that moment you were disempowered, you still had your boys, and there would have been retribution on your end that would have been satisfying. But for a teenage girl, the system's not in her favor, And so, and I think with this guy, I didn't feel I didn't feel that violated because I didn't attach any sexuality to it on his end. I just thought he was fucking around, and maybe he was. But looking back on it, the odds are showing a 12-year-old a porn movie and grabbing his
How
chubby.
old was he?
He was like 18, maybe 19. Yeah. So, but it's different. I think. I don't know. I think it's more scarring when
I was introduced to. Right now, I can say 1,000 bad things, which are honest. I loved my godfather. My godfather was one of the best Catholic godfathers you could ever have. When you're Catholic and you're Cuban, when somebody baptizes you, it's not how white people act. Like, you don't see those people again.
Yeah.
The Cubans hold that very sacred.
Right.
They come to the house every week and they talk to you. And I still remember my godmother, and him and her had a divorce, and I had to pick. I was forced to pick a side. And my godfather used to throw me 50s. He used to take me to the movies. But one of the things he did was he would take me to his girlfriend's houses. And he would not fuck them in front of me. But I remember when I was like 8 one time, we went over there and he goes, "I'm going to show you something." And there was 2 chicks eating each other out. When you're 8, you're like traumatized. And then every time he would see me, he would say something sexual to me. Like,
yeah.
Do you still piss sweet? In Spanish, that means, are you coming yet? Like,
yeah.
Like, he would just say little things to me to prep me for women.
Uh-huh.
So by the time I was 11 or 12, I was already prepped.
Yeah.
But I was so indoctrinated in the Catholic religion that it was against everything I had. Like to take my dick out or touch a girl's
So you had shame about it, even though you were ready to go.
Yeah, I was a prude. I was always a prude. Like, I talk a lot of shit. I didn't get my first blowjob till late because I thought if a woman sucked a dick, she was just disgusting. Like, at that age, it was disgusting. But there was an incident. When I was about in the 7th grade or 8th grade. There was an incident one night where my high school teachers played the Mets. The faculty from North Bergen played against the Mets in a celebrity charity basketball game. And the place was packed. And I was with the kids from downtown, Martin Perez, this other group of kids, Peter Jimenez, Julian, he was dead now, all these guys. And on the way out, there was a girl. I mean, it was a school auditorium, and it was emptying out.
We're going in like fucking Marines, you understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.